Do you feel like you're having a midlife crisis? Here's some things you need to understand. People don't know this. I'm going to try to help you feel better about what you're going through. The first thing is your midlife crisis, we don't even call it that around here, is normal. It's a normal phase of human development where the strategies, roles, way of being in the first half of your life are played out. They're done. The second half of your life is trying to emerge, and that's where the pain comes from. So think about it this way. It's like your ego is in charge of the first half of your life, your construct, who you think you are, your pride, all of that. The second half of your life is controlled by the emergence of your soul's calling. That's when who you were before the world told you who to be is trying to emerge. Of course there's friction. Of course there's tension. That's not an easy move. And so midlife feels terrible for people, but what they don't understand is that it's not a crisis that needs to be medicated. It's not necessarily a problem to be solved. It's a place of decision.
Here are 5 signs that you might be going through a midlife crisis as a woman. Number 1, you're feeling unhappy, you're feeling lost, and you have a real emptiness inside. So where you used to feel very full, very fulfilled, you're now actually feeling quite empty. Number 2, you're feeling really quite bored, quite discontented in things like relationships and in your job. Number 3, you are becoming emotionally detached. And by that, I mean, you are not feeling joy. You're not enjoying things that you used to enjoy. And you're actually not enjoying much at all right now. Number 4 is a lack of personal fulfillment. You just want to run away. You don't want your life to continue like this, and you can feel yourself emotionally shutting down. And number 5 is that you feel you need to find yourself. You just simply don't know where to start. You're not alone. There's a lot of us out there.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. So today's video is on midlife crisis. The question is, do child-free people get midlife crisis? This question was asked by someone on Reddit, and I will start off by talking about what midlife crisis means. Let's go to the articles and see what they have to say. Let me read a particular one. So this is the definition of midlife crisis from this particular article. It says, a midlife crisis is a period or phase of life transition when the person begins to question the things that they have accomplished or achieved and whether those same things still provide a sense of fulfillment and meaning. So this is just their definition for midlife crisis. And they said it usually occurs between the age of 40 and 60. I've seen somewhere that was a different article that said age of 35. So yeah, so it's more like a lot of people are involved in this whole rat race stuff, keeping up with the Joneses and all that. People don't stop to ask, do I really need all these things? Am I doing it because people are doing it? Or is this really what I want? It gets to a point in your life where you just have to hold the brake and ask yourself, am I happy with all my achievements? And when that happens, for some people, they don't experience it, while some people do. So let's go back to the main question. Let's go back to Reddit. So like I said, this was a question on Reddit. So let's read. Me and my soul got to this discussion again, and we really don't know any other child-free people to compare. We figured out that men might have midlife crisis because it's finally the time they have some money and their children are a bit older, so not so absorbing. For the same reason, perhaps women don't have midlife crisis because they are too busy taking care of children. Is it true? I don't know, but makes kind of sense to me. So if we, the child-free, don't have this kind of life flow, we do not have the sleepless nights, diapers, tantrums, etc., and we have none to spend money on but us, and can constantly live the life we want, do we even get midlife crisis? So guys, that's the question. So I'll just go ahead and read what people are saying, because people are sharing their life experience and all that. Child-free, 40 years old female, totally having a midlife crisis now. Most of it stems from a lack of compatible local community and opportunities. There forever seems to be a large gap between what I want and what is on offer, be it jobs, dating, friends, entertainment, lifestyle, and I'm trying to navigate lowering my expectations without letting my standards hit the floor, and it's hard. Add to the fact that my parents are older and need the help, and the choice to move away just isn't in the cards at the moment. So that's one person's experience. This other person said, 39 years old and same, midlife crisis. Mine centers mostly around how my life is half over and the rest is going to include more medical woes, death, and exhaustion. I'm afraid of menopause, afraid of losing my youth, afraid of irrelevance. Exactly the same here, just crossed over 43, and I will openly admit to anyone that asks that yes, women get the most dreaded midlife crisis too, not getting on the motorcycle hype though. But oddly enough, I'm one of those that actually looks forward to menopause. If I follow the rest of the women in the family, I won't be the worst, and hopefully it will fix in some issues I've had all through my life, my fertile years. And this one said, I'm in the exact same boat, like the pull to just open my whole entire life and start over somewhere else so strong. 40 hit me like a runaway locomotive. I do have a great group of friends and a few who are child-free, so that helps. But there is also that large gap between the life I want to live, knowing that it can't happen here, and not wanting to leave my parents in their older years. Their late 60s with a few health problems, but still active members of their community. I don't for a second regret my child-free choice, and I'm thankful for it every time I get to do the things that fulfill my soul. But the midlife crisis is effing real. Okay guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. A lot of people are talking about this midlife crisis. Guys, it happens. I have read somewhere in an article, and they said that it doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to majority of people, especially those people that are into the whole rat race kind of lifestyle, achieving everything. And you definitely get to a point in your life where you hold the brake and ask yourself, all these things I've achieved, am I happy? Am I happy? And then you see people making career change sometime in life. You see people learning new skills, older people learning new skills, learning to bake, going into gardening, because they just realize that all they've been doing is not what they wanted to do. It could be because they had kids they were focusing on. It could be because of other reasons, maybe because of the society. They didn't have time to hold a break and ask themselves the relevant questions earlier on to get.
There are so many people in this world who talk about midlife crisis, when they see like a 40-year-old woman who gets a divorce and is starting to like live on her own. All of a sudden, they're like, wow, she's really having a midlife crisis, blah, blah, blah. And actually, what's happened is she had a 20-something-year-old crisis. She thought, oh my God, my eggs, like, what the fuck? No one's ever gonna want me. Rushed into marriage a little bit too fast. And then when she was 40, after 10, 15, 20 years of marriage, she realized, oh, this shit only serves one of us, and it sure as fuck isn't me. She wakes up and then starts to live her life on her own terms, forge a path of her own in this world. It's not a midlife crisis. It's a coming back to who the fuck you are after you realize the way the world wants you to go only serves men.
So it happens. It might happen to me, it might happen to you, it might not happen to you, it might not happen to me. Do you get? And I don't think this really has to do with money. For those people that is sad that don't experience it, I don't know exactly the reason why, but I'm not sure it has to do with money. Maybe they have a lot of money and they don't have the time to sit back and think. But I think it happens to anyone, anyone. It can happen to anyone, regardless of the fact that you have money or not. Okay. So guys, let me know what you think about this, and whether you're child free or not, everyone experiences midlife crisis, or everyone is likely to experience midlife crisis. Like I said, just a few, but majority of people do experience it. So being child free does not exempt you from that. You might be lucky it doesn't happen to you, but believe me, from what I've read, it happens to people that are also child free. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Support my channel, my video, by liking this video, and subscribe here to do so. Thanks for watching, and bye.